Hi everyone. Okay, we're just going to start. We'll start with the tuning forks and just relax into it.
Thank you, Anya.
Go ahead, Annalise. Maybe we can all just check in with 3 words right now. So, Annalise, if you wanted to do that, go ahead.
Calm, fresh, open.
This is Hasina checking in from Newcastle, South Africa. And Annalise, do you just want to presence where you're checking in from?
Yes, it felt as I was not checking in really. I was, yes, I'm checking in from Vreeland in the Netherlands on 25th April
Thank you.
24. My name is Annelies.
And this is Hasina checking in from Newcastle, South Africa. Being, feeling, opening.
Hello, this is Rosa checking in from Brittany, France. Grounded, integrating, and open.
I'm Amelie from Amsterdam. Sunlight, flowers, and coffee.
Suzanne here from Switzerland. My nearest watershed is Reuss, coming from the Swiss Alps. My three power words I have in my heart are golden light, harmony, and unity.
This is Anja checking in from Flohnheim, tiny village in Germany. And I'm checking in with feelings of water, fire, and joyful gathering.
Beautiful. Thank you. It's wonderful to check in with three words, and because we're so much more conscious of what we're saying when we do that. And with Annalise healing, it's just raised the vibration of the space so that we're conscious and we go into a higher vibration collectively. So all right. Anyone have anything on their hearts that they'd like to bring to the table? Okay, maybe while we're thinking, I can just talk a bit about, we have about, what is it? Just a few weeks until World Unity Week. And we always think that, oh, well, it's in June. That's such a long time away. And it takes a long time, and then it gets to the beginning of June, and suddenly it's scrambling whoever wants to attend and you know, come into World Unity Week as a presenter or steward a room. So I'm just present saying, hi Kara, I'm just present saying that World Unity Week is taking place in June, and anyone who feels called to share anything, maybe to be in a convergence room or something like that, that they can just start being with that. And we all get to share anything and everything that can contribute to our collective, needs us, gets to have us, and we get to contribute and raise the vibration of the collective space. So, and before we say anything more, I just want to check. Kara, would you like to check in?
Good morning. Sorry, I'm not at the beginning. I'm finishing up a call with my sort of voice mentor, I guess, Matthias. He works with Thomas Hubel. And so we were just touching in on where, when I get frozen in everyday small chat conversation, and how to, and he was just inviting me to share back on difficult situations in my youth where I felt abandoned and humiliated or not received, and how that can create a barrier that keeps coming up when I want to be really showing up and really bringing the fullness of my spiritual connection and vision to the world. So I'm just thankful for that support, and then also for this space that holds these tender energies and healing. Good morning.
Yeah, perhaps that's a great idea, Annalise, just raising the collective vibration. Why don't we all just send energy to anyone who would like energy in our group, and anyone who's not attending live will be attending on the recording. As we send that energy out, just remember to bring your hands into yourself as well and give yourself some really great energy. And Annalise, I have you very much in my heart for the evening. All right.
That's so, it's really feelable. It's amazing difference.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Kara, I was just sharing about World Unity Week, and oh, okay. So before we get into that, and I know Suzanne, you want to speak, but Anya had her hand up first, and I didn't acknowledge that. Go ahead, Anya.
Yeah, great, thanks. So I just shared this morning a beautiful song, which I like very much. So you might enjoy it someday. And maybe you check out the lyrics someday. It's exactly about being present in the present moment. So whatever had been history and story and whatever we fear for the future, it's to honor the present moment. So I honor very much that you honored the moment and that what is needed the most. So whatever we plan to be in the future or whatever we do, to honor that, what it is in the moment. So I'm very grateful to be here and to be able to speak. And what I wanted to mention is really to give words to my prayer, which I'm carrying so long, to meet you. So a few of you I met already. So I made myself ready and took my things to move on. And I met Catherine and I met Sabine, and I just made myself on the way to meet them in person, which is very next when we live almost next door. That's very easy. But I wanted to share that when we can make it, we should make it, because it's making a difference in getting to know ourselves. And that's what I want to share and to bring it. And I'm very joyful in meeting a few people that want to meet for water ceremonies and actually are on pilgrimages to water sources and just doing it. I want to share that sometimes I'm having difficulties with the big splash, showing up in, making not a show out of it, but inviting a huge crowd of people instead of just doing it. So I walked the path in just doing it. And what I'm doing, I will be in June in Switzerland for a water ceremony. I will be in Austria for a water ceremony. And until now, I don't know if it will be a big splash, if it will be a huge crowd of people meeting there. But I found a very place that is dear to me and next to me, because it's, let me say, just about meeting. And it's almost a quiet place. So that's where what I'm going with. But I know the deep impacts, and I know about preparation, about big gatherings, and I'm keen to do so, but I just want to place it here and also to meet us. And I found a few places, maybe in the northwest of Germany, which could be a place for the Netherlandic people and the German people to meet, because it's just, yeah, meeting them somewhere. And that's just something I wanted to place here. And maybe we need a certain special other day and time. And I also wanted to remind us on the new moon ceremonies. So whoever with feels called. So I think Hasina wanted to lead it, but I might be wrong. And whatever preparation is needed, I'm here to support. So that's what I wanted to share, and looking forward to be with you.
Thank you, Anya. Yes, yes. I feel very blessed to be able to do it on the 8th of May, the new moon ceremony. So, yes. I also wanted to just quickly say what you said about you don't know if it will be a big gathering or a small gathering when you meet people, and it's just about just doing it. That even with the online gatherings, the feedback that I'm getting is, small community groups really make a difference. So, and obviously in person is amazing. So whether it's big or small, it's different, and sometimes each of them makes a different and a bigger impact in certain ways. So I think that's a wonderful idea. Suzanne.
Can I add something? Okay.
Yes, yes, please.
Anya, you weren't there last week where we were talking for the Bridging Europe to really meet in June. And I mentioned your intention of the water ceremony. We could maybe join there, but I have to know a date, if you have a date. And Anne-Marie was there, and we all were there to talk about this. And Suzanne has her plans too.
Go ahead, Suzanne.
Yeah, I blended in for you, Anya, because you weren't there. So, and I told them we had talked about it a little bit, that I would like to be at your ceremony, and that I know the place, the water castle, and I inquired or recommended maybe we can go also to other places when we go there, like the water sources. I had a call since almost 4 years now, and the last year I mentioned it to this WhatsApp and the other WhatsApp, and asked people to join in, and maybe we can do like a tour, a thing like this, either meeting or going together or Zoom together, sharing, whatever. And maybe we can combine this in June, the date. And I couldn't mention, Anya, because you didn't have it, and we can pick it up on that note, or maybe now or maybe later, to fix a date when, and then take it from there and share it in the circle here, and get feedback if that date would work for everybody or the most people of us, so we can get like the most people on that date, to bring them a really joyful experience in Switzerland water sources as best as we can. Maybe on the weekends, or we can check when and where. And the other thing is I met at the Kiva in Germany last year a wonderful wisdom keeper from the Mohawk Nation, and he carries a very unique matriarchic tradition. And I have a huge honor I to bring the 8th fire with the brother Phil, with Chief Elaine Jr. to his tribe in at the Strawberry Festival they have in June, the end of June, on a weekend. That's the 29th to the 30th, and I sent ashes to Anya, to Amelie, and to what's her name?
Annemarie.
To Juliette from Ireland, and also somebody in Cyprus. I send it to you, to another person in Germany, and somebody in Switzerland. So this is spreading there, and I will connect them also, or meet them, because I'm on the 8th fire movement. I've been there in Palenque to move that forward with all others. And that's the one point. And I want to share, I was looking for solutions. How can I do financially wise travel longer at my will, as long as I want, wherever I want, and when I want? Because that's required, and that takes a leap of being a little genius. I think it's a big leap. Yes, and I found one thing. There are several things on my plate. I will share what I have at the moment. I will be on service with this wisdom keeper of the Mohawk tribe for serving people who want to know how to empower women, or how to be empowered as a woman. If you know somebody who likes that, please share my workshop and my survey. I put it in a WhatsApp. I can do it again. We love to find when you can, at what date and what time. And today we have our first meeting at 6 CET. Katrin Schmack will be there. She's the only one. She has booked, and she has a lot of it's good when you are a single one in a lecture. You can ask so many questions with a wisdom keeper, with a lot of knowledge, and he will explain to her how he got his wolf name, from the Wolf Mother clan. He's from the Wolf clan. So I'm a little bit.
Suzanne, sorry, the details that you're mentioning, can you mention them shortly and put them in the WhatsApp group so everyone can take them
Yes.
down? Yeah. Then,
yeah, I will do that again, and then please text me so I can put you on that event. And we do that regularly, not only for the women workshop. We also have song and medicine dances. Music is in it, storytelling, cosmology, fire, water. Maybe I forgot something. Really, the whole range. He's open up to share. I will put it in the chat, and that's it's a serving. We love to serve people who's interested in that.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, that will be wonderful. I'm sure there will be people who want to know about it. So thank you.
Welcome. We look also
Yeah,
for.
I can pass that along on the Hague Center Facebook page that has a bit of a following. If you send me if I don't know if you have just a little Facebook message about it, I can pass it on.
Okay, thank you.
Before it is logoed as the Hague Center, I foremost want it to be logoed as Bridging Continents, Know Our Place Europe. And this is my invite to start thinking about making visible that we are operating from some little beautiful cohort, which is called Bridging Continents. And it's not if or to me, but it's important for me that it's standing on its own, because it's very powerful. And I would invite us to look into if we can add this new get to know our place Europe, and it might be Pan Europe Africa. And it's an involvement, of course. This is also what we said last time, that we have not got clear yet what our intention is on that, since we're all still inquiring, and also what's happening in Ibiza probably, which is also having a strong Africa link, which I feel from the beginning that might be something we add, but still I feel that Europe has the it's not an obligation because that would fix everything, but it's really getting to not all the dots in Europe as events which are there and might be visible, and it could help if we make it Bridging Continents Know Our Place Europe as a subtitling under that, so that we know that it's having some kind of a holding. It might also be totally free for everyone who is organizing a ceremony to do that, but if you like to, it's my invite to do that. I put it in the chat what I mean.
Yeah, Annelies, I definitely think, like we said when Anna Marie was here, this does need a discussion, because it is a very important point, very important points that you are bringing up. And I think when Anna Marie is back, we could maybe, have a time maybe on one of these gatherings to have that discussion, and just have whichever points we're going to discuss. So, because it is on everyone's hearts, and Europe is a great point of energy for the transformation that is going to happen, in my heart. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I hear you, and we definitely need to have that discussion.
I would
Y-
just a little
yeah,
side note to that.
sure.
Um, there's also in my system still this knowing of what you did, Cara, for Canada. It's similar to that. It's only a little bigger because
How
it's your.
so?
So so how do you call the cohort where you inquire into co-creating Canada? It has a beautiful name. I
It's
I
this,
heard it for so long, but it's not on my in my mind now. But maybe you can say that.
it's the Spirit of Canada project, listening beyond division.
Yeah. Thank you, Annelies. That's a great point too. If you can just keep that point with you, so when we do have that discussion. Sorry, Suzanne, you wanted to say something? You muted.
I know I'm muted. I know I'm muted. Maybe you remember the last Zoom, we discussed also that further, the plan for Europe, how we can support that development for Europe. And Anya was sharing maybe the wisdom keepers can do something because they have a special role on that, to connecting people, you know, spreading their wisdom with their leading role. And I mentioned Switzerland water source again, and that had a feedback which would include like ceremonies, going to Switzerland, doing ceremonies and meet there and share with each other, and including the Greenland Yearly World Tour. I want to mention here carefully. It starts in July, on the 20th July, for 7 days in Greenland. And the elder of the Mohawk Nation will be there. He will have a special talk because he has this golden heart from the grandmothers and their sharings, how they lead a whole tribe. This is very precious to share with others, I think. And we plan, I'm in the planning where to go, and this wisdom keeper will come from July, August, and September to Europe. And I'm looking now for where, I'm looking now going to Stonehenge with him. I'm looking, it's just an idea now. I'm looking for, because there are people there. I know people who are doing ceremonies there, women, and with his knowledge, that would be perfect to do ceremonies. I just bubbling out what I have in mind. The Stonehenge came up, and Greenland, and in those days to come, I'm connecting with those people. And I think, if you like, if I'm part of this Zoom, I would like to give it also, and maybe you have some idea, maybe you like to invite this wisdom keeper and do whatever it's in your heart, on the knowledge base, on the ceremony base. Just put it here.
Yeah.
And I put it on a WhatsApp so you can think about it,
Yeah.
meditate about it. It's an offer, you know.
Suzanne, what you can also do is your ideas, you can drop them on a Google Doc and then just put the link in the WhatsApp group and together with what it's about. So anyone who wants to either contribute or know where your ideas are going, and you know what's happening, at least they can have access. So I think that will be a great way to do it. So
And I want to
if you
also
can do
mention,
that.
yes, I will do that. And I want to also mention there is a prophecy of the original instructions of the 4 races. Gail Thomas, Cherokee grandmother, I know now. I've been in her circle, in the women's circle with Sister Joan from from Brother Fields Forward International every Wednesday since 4 years. And Brother Phil also told me in Palenque, I was asking him about this prophecy, and he shared with me the countries. And Switzerland, I didn't knew that. And an Alaska elder also told me the same. Switzerland has, so I have 2 confirmants. Switzerland is in the prophecy of having the original instructions for the white people and the Tibetan people, the Hopi and Africans. And I'm working on that at the moment. Just drop in what I, be more clear what I'm going to. And I'm on that thread right now. Where, when, who is on the same page, who likes to join in, and I'm organizing. I'm getting a I become an event manager somehow, connecting people.
All
I
right.
just do it to find it, to bring those people together, and when they share,
Yeah.
it will be also a good wisdom for everybody who can. implement it later on.
Okay. Suzanne, okay, that's that. Just keep us posted. I just want to open up to you know, the voices that we haven't heard as well, but keep us posted on that.
Yes.
So okay.
Yes.
Annelies, I just want to, you have your hand up, and then I want to open up to Rosa and, you know, anyone else, because I know, Rosa, we haven't really heard your voice. Okay.
Yes, just adding two things. I just want to be radical honest. It's really difficult for me to hear you, Suzanne, and I know you have amazing things to say. So whatever I can contribute to making your message clear, or that it can be heard, I be offering to clear that. I can also see that what you are doing is you're working from Switzerland with a power which is also dreaming in togetherness. And this is really not a message what is mine, but it's from Oracle Girl, Jacqueline Hobbs, and she pointed also out as how important Switzerland is for via the gold frequency running through the mountains. So this is what we are sensing now, and it's also not for nothing that Ben Boiler is in Switzerland at this moment. So it's going on. Just witnessing that it's going on, and this is all I want to say. And so I hope we can gather, Suzanne, and that we can make it short. I want to make it short now, just for the sake of everyone's voices. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I just want to open up, Rosa, Emily. Okay. Is there anything any of you would like to share? Anya, Kara, just go
Well, to
ahead.
make it all together to one sentence, I had the feeling from our last Zoom, it is very clear that there is a longing to meet in person. I take this call very serious from Anya and Suzanne. So make it on the earth. We have ourselves a lot of wisdom. I have initiations from an Indian grandmother, wisdom keeper. And so all of us, we have our wisdom, which we can bring together and to find our European place. For me, it's also clear Switzerland is the strongest coal. Water is the coal. We had that all last week. We had all tuning in. So why not concentrate there? Water, Switzerland, meet in person, combine all our wisdom and not combine with all other things and other things happening, because I even also didn't mention what I am all doing in other groups. Just this group, this energy, which is a high level of togetherness, and join that. And Anya just posted maybe the solstice in June. That is also a very strong moment, probably. So we can also try to find a concrete plan. Amen.
Thank you, Emily. Yeah, that's a great point. Kara, do you know when World Unity Week is in June? I was looking it up and I haven't actually looked in our calendars to see if there was anything there, but I didn't see anything on the website.
It's usually around the 19th to the 25th kind of zone. The 21st is a Friday. So I'm not sure how if they're gonna do it the 17th to the 23rd, maybe. I can guess something around that.
Okay, so okay, that's an estimate for, just if you know and want to either plan around it, or if you'd like to contribute whatever your offering is during World Unity Week. Thanks, Kara. Any other voices that we haven't heard and you'd like to share, please unmute and speak.
Well, the solstice is 23rd, 24, 20, around 23rd of June.
Okay. Go ahead, Rosa.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that at this point in time, I am listening and soaking up for what is happening, because looking at Europe and the place of Europe is something that I feel more of a witness of rather than a participant of, because I come from North Africa, and I'm just waiting to see how things unfold and how I can then bring something to the table from that perspective rather than from a European grounded, even though I've been living in Europe for the past 30 years. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, and yeah, I think we all good to Suzanne. I see your hand. I'm just going to give the floor to Anya so that we can hear from everyone. Go ahead, Anya.
I just wanted to mention shortly that my experience is to ask spirit for guidance. So I'm always asking water for guidance. So what I'm doing is practicing to ask and just sit there and listen. And maybe we can do it as a ceremony, just each one at their place, at their time, at a given space, or whatever we do. So to give our attention in that. And what I realized is that, and I deeply resonated with that, what Amelie shared in these few words. I made myself ready and traveled the world. And I met beautiful people and beautiful elders and beautiful men and women sharing their ancient wisdom and packed their wisdom into a story. So they shared the ancient wisdom and personal experience and stories. And I know deeply that each one of us, every one of our billion people on this world can do that. And we store and contain this ancient water. And what I heard from the water is that the ancient waters that are still stored in these resources, that they are very precious to meet. So I had that experience to go to Greenland, to have that experience of meeting that precious ancient source. But I also had that experience to go to an Austrian glacier and also to waters where this source is and still is. So we do have that thermal spring or whatever it is that comes deeply from the earth, just right next door. And that's what we inherit as a human being. And especially, I really do feel that it is a European heritage, because these thermal springs and things that are coming from the earth and deeply there. So I do feel that we might share at different places that contain the earth. So maybe in the Eifel in Germany, which is a very young volcanic area, and a very strong place, and maybe at a really present water source. So I also want to bring that in. And I deeply acknowledge and I honor the water that you personally, each one of you, are carrying inside. And this is our wisdom. I deeply appreciate that in each and every one of you. So I really do feel that my ancient water is meeting yours, as precious and as deeply rooted it is. I really do that. That's my prayer.
Um, Yeah, I see you, Suzanne. Go ahead, and then I want to ask Kara if there's something she wants to share. Go ahead.
It's perfectly aligned what just Anya shared, how synchronistic. Wow, I received water from a water carrier and prayer from Teotihuacan. That's a sun temple in Mexico. And she's a holy woman or a healer from Mexico. And in Palenque, we had the ceremony with all those wisdom keepers from North, Middle, and South, and all the allies there. We prayed on the equinox on the 21st, and then there was a woman coming to me with a water bowl, and she said, "That's for you. I was told by spirit to give you that water and bring it back to Switzerland because you are in Switzerland." So and I should spread the water there with everybody. It's kind of something bigger. Something is going on with this water I have, and I like to share it. And there is also water I have from the water source from Cascade de Azul. We had a water ceremony there with different kind of wisdom keepers, also with lots of water from all around. So there is definitely something I have to share with water as well. So that's what I wanted to share.
Thank you, Suzanne. Yes. Annalise, I'm reading your message. What I'll do is in the WhatsApp group, I'll just put the YouTube, I opened a YouTube channel for Bridging Continents, and I'll just put that link there, and you can find all the videos there. So that will be great. Okay. Kara, is there something that you'd like to share or, yeah?
I just know that Anne-Marie is going to be in Switzerland for something coming up. I was just trying to look on the schedule if I knew the date, but I don't have it. It was something with Lisette Schumacher and others, and kind of IDG related with humanities team and stuff like this. So I was just wondering if those dates might align for when we
Yes, I
wanted to be
might
together
know
as
it.
well.
I might know it. She goes with Lisette Schruitenmaker. I just got her message yesterday.
Is it September?
I think so, yes.
We know that Annemarie cannot be around solstice in Switzerland. We already know.
Yeah,
She's oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not finding anything.
Well, she probably will be in New York or working on the link Bridging Continents, of course, also. But the specifics you might know better. I do not know exactly from which indigenous peoples she's with whom she's connecting, but I know this is the group who is very active at the moment in New York and also in connection to Amsterdam 750 years. So
yeah.
Okay. All right.
But maybe we now talk about all things happening in future. I have a feeling just for the last 5 minutes to come back to the now and be there together in this moment, what we have to share or we feel to connect for now. I get too much shattering to the future. I really want to have this precious moment with you all 7 beautiful women to share our wisdom and love.
I hear you, Emily. I totally feel that. Anya, what is that?
The small figurine, the African guy I mentioned, shaped and handcrafted by himself, and it's a peace angel, and it's a drop of water I'm carrying, which contains water from different sources which were made in ceremony together. So all this will be the medicine which I'm already carrying, but I'm still wearing it, and I'm modulating all those wishes and prayers on it to have it as a medicine at this moment.
So maybe we can all concentrate now on the nearest by water where we know of. Somewhere Rosa and Cara and Hasina and Suzanne and Anja and Annelies and me, wherever we are, make in yourself or the nearby sea or lake or river. And then from that source, we can maybe also speak again 3 words to share.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So just taking a minute or so.
And realize that all these waters where we are all connecting now to, somewhere they all meet.
Whoever's ready, just check out with your 3 words. It's the perfect time. So
Okay, I got something from a water source. Sisterhood water source sharing. Sisterhood water source sharing. Sisterhood water source, water sharing. That combines us, water. I told it, Anya, when we talked, water is our birthright. We have that ability with the connection with the spirit of water.
beauty, love, flow.
Connecting, children, fluiding. Mm.
The two that come to mind for me are curiosity and openness.
Ancient wisdom tingling.
Annalise, letting no children or days. Have we all checked out? I've been in the moment and don't know.
I can feel all the water you're connected to. I feel holy, holy water.
And I did see a phoenix rising from the ashes, dwelling one precious dew which is falling down like the rain which just came, nourishing precious rain with a phoenix dew.
What a beautiful moment to end on. Thank you, everyone.